All right, boys and girls, today we're going to be reading The Night Gardener. It's illustrated and written by the Fan Brothers. Look at this first page. Can you tell me where the setting might be for this story? Look at this page. We see a little boy and a man. Can you predict who the main characters in the story are going to be? What's the man doing? The Night Gardener by Terry Fan and Eric Fan. William looked out his window to find a commotion on the street. A commotion is noisy excitement and confusion. He quickly dressed, ran downstairs, and raced out the door to discover the wise old owl had appeared overnight as if by magic. William spent the whole day staring at it in wonder. Wonder is a feeling you get from seeing something that is amazing or beautiful or surprising. Look at that owl. And here is William staring at it. And he continued to stare at it until it became too dark to see. That night he went to sleep with a sense of excitement. What do you think he was excited about? The following morning, William was not disappointed. Each day, William discovered a new topiary. A topiary are plants that are cut into decorative shapes. So here we see what kind of a topiary. A cat. Next was a friendly rabbit, followed by a pretty parakeet. And then a playful elephant. Look at the townspeople. With each new sculpture, the crowds grew and grew. Something was happening on Grimlock Lane, something good. Can you explain what's happening as the Night Gardener creates? The next day, William dashed out of his home and followed the crowds, only to find the most magnificent masterpiece yet. Magnificent means very beautiful or great. Look at this one. It's a Chinese dragon. And a masterpiece is something, it's a great creation, maybe a great book or a painting, music or a movie. Have you ever made a masterpiece before? And how did that make you feel? How did your parents or your friends, how did it make other people feel? Festivities continued long after the sun had set. As William was about to head home, he spotted someone unfamiliar. What does unfamiliar mean? That's right, it's someone who he had never seen or met before. Could it be? The gentleman turned to William. There are so many trees in the park. I could use a little help. It was the night gardener. Under the light of a full moon, they worked deep into the night. What is the gardener doing with William in his arms? That's right, he fell asleep. William awoke to the sound of happy families walking by and a gift from the night gardener. What did he leave as a gift? It says, for William. The whole town had come out to admire the night gardeners and William's hard work. Look, there's a giraffe and a camel. What do you see on this page? Over time, the leaves changed. And then fell, and until there was no evidence that the night gardener had ever been to Grimlock Lane. But the people of the small town were never the same. What are the people in the town doing? And neither was William. So what do you think the author is trying to tell us, or what is the theme of this book? Suppose you could change a person or a town. What would you do? Would you create art, masterpieces? Would you help others? What are some things that you could do to change a town or change a person? And why do you think the gardener chose to leave the town? That's right, maybe he could help other towns as well. So let's think back, and what are some of the masterpieces that were created by the night gardener and by William? That's right, there was a giraffe, there was a parakeet, there was a rabbit. So now we're going to have our own chance to create a masterpiece. I'm going to hand you a sheet like this, and it has William, and it has the tree. It has a tree with no leaves, and we're going to have our little dots. Our hold punch, and these are going to represent our leaves. And you can create whatever masterpiece you want, whatever topiary that you want on this tree. So I created a bird, and now you can go and create whatever masterpiece that you would like.